So, to start off our deep dive today, I want you to picture this guy. Let's call him Alex.
Okay, I'm picturing Alex.
Right. And right now, it is exactly midnight.
Oh, so he's probably fast asleep.
Exactly. He is in his bed, the lights are off, and he is totally asleep. He's probably, like, dreaming about a vacation or something.
Right.
He is definitely not holding a steering wheel. He's not collecting bus fares. But if we were standing there looking at him sleep, it would be 100% grammatically correct for me to turn to you and say, Alex drives a bus.
Which sounds like a total contradiction, doesn't it? Because right in that second, he's just lying there.
Yeah. It sounds weird at first, but it is a perfectly correct sentence. And that little riddle is our mission today. We are taking a deep dive into English grammar, specifically the present simple tense.
Or, what we often call the I-do tense.
Right, and we really want to make this super clear and easy. Like, we want to look at why we actually use it, not just memorize a bunch of boring rules.
Yeah, we want it to feel totally natural. And returning to Alex asleep in his bed is, well, it's the perfect way to explain it.
Because when you say Alex drives a bus, you aren't talking about what he's doing right this exact second.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You are describing a general truth. It's his job. Like, it was true yesterday, it's true today while he's sleeping, and it's going to be true tomorrow.
So the present simple is for things that are true in general. It's about permanence.
Right. It's not just for right now.
Okay, so let's unpack this formula. How do we actually build these sentences? Because at first glance, it's actually pretty easy.
Oh, it really is.
Yeah.
Especially if you are talking about the pronouns I, we, you, or they. The verb just stays in its plain base form.
Super easy, no changes at all.
None. You just say the person and the action. I work, you play, we go, they eat.
I work, you work, very steady. But I mean, this is English, so it doesn't stay simple forever, right?
Right, of course not. The moment you start talking about someone else, like just one other person or thing, the rules shift.
You mean the he, she, or it pronouns?
Exactly. When you use he, she, or it, you have to add an s or an is to the end of the action word. So, I work suddenly becomes he works.
Right, or you play becomes she plays.
Yep. Our sources actually have some great side-by-side examples. I teach, but my sister teaches.
Or you go to school, but it goes without saying.
Yeah. That sharp sans sound at the end of the word is your big clue. When you talk about one specific other person, you have to hear that S.
Okay, but I have to push back a little here, because saying just add an S sounds super simple when we speak, but writing it down is kind of a mess.
Oh, totally. Spelling in English is, well, it's chaotic.
It really is. You can't just blindly stick an S on the end of every single word.
No, you can't. But there are 3 spelling rules for this he, she, it form, and they actually make a lot of sense if you look at them.
Let's break them down, because I know you guys listening probably get tripped up on this.
So rule number 1 is the default. Most verbs just get a plain S. Like we said, work becomes works, play becomes plays.
Simple enough.
What?
But what is rule number 2?
Rule 2 is for verbs that end in, sounds like CH, SH, S, S, X, or O. Words like watch, or wash, or go.
Because if you just try to put an S on wash, you get washes.
Right, washes. It's physically hard to say. Your mouth just kind of gets stuck.
Yeah, it's like a tongue twister. Washes.
So instead of struggling, English gives us a little bridge. We add an ease. It creates a whole new syllable so you can say it smoothly.
Oh, so wash becomes washes. Watch becomes watches.
Exactly. And do becomes do's. Go becomes goes. It's just so much easier to pronounce.
That makes total sense. Okay, what about rule number 3? Because this is the famous Y rule, and it causes so much trouble.
Yeah, the Y rule. So if a verb ends in a consonant plus a Y, you drop the Y completely and you add IES.
Okay, like the word study, S-T-U-D-Y. The D is a consonant, so we drop the Y. It becomes studies, S-T-U-D-I-E-S.
Right. Or fly becomes flies, carry becomes carries.
But wait a second. Earlier you said play becomes plays, P-L-A-Y.
What's that?
That word ends in a Y, but we didn't drop it. We just slapped an S on it. Why does play get to keep its Y, but study loses it?
Look at the letter right before the Y in play. It's an A, a vowel.
Oh, right.
Because it's a vowel, you don't drop the Y.
I love visualizing this. I always think of the vowel as like a heavy iron anchor. It just holds the Y firmly in place. So you can just toss the S on the end and nothing breaks.
That is a perfect analogy. The vowel anchors the Y. So play is plays, buy is buys. But if there's no anchor, if it's just a consonant, the Y floats away and becomes IES.
Awesome. Okay, so we know the formula. Base verb for I, we, you, they. Add S or es for he, she, it.
Yep, that's the core of it.
So now, when do we actually pull this tool out and use it? We talked about general truths, but how does that look in everyday life?
Mostly we use it for habits and routines, things you do all the time.
Like, nurses look after patients.
Right, that's their routine. Or, I usually go away at weekends. It's a habit.
Okay, so personal routines. And we also use it for facts, right? Things that are scientifically true.
Exactly. Facts about the world, like the Earth goes round the sun.
Unchanging facts. And then there's a third situation, which is really interesting. We use it for schedules.
Oh, yeah. This one trips people up sometimes.
Like you can say, the cafe opens at 7:30, or the bus leaves at 7:15 every morning.
Yeah, we treat our daily schedules like they are fixed laws of the universe. It's a routine, so we use the present simple.
It's all about things that are generally true. Habits, facts, schedules.
Exactly.
All right, so we know how to state a fact. But what if we want to ask a question? Or what if we want to say something is definitely not true?
Well, this is where English gets a little weird. We can't just flip the words around. We need helper words.
The famous do and does?
Right. For I, we, you, and they, we use do. So you like chocolate becomes do you like chocolate.
You just slide do right into the front.
Yep. And for he, she, and it, we use does.
Okay, so if I'm talking about a girl, I say, does she speak English?
Exactly. But wait, I want you to listen to that sentence really carefully. Does she speak English? Notice what is missing from the word speak.
There's no es on it.
Exactly. And this is a huge mistake people make. They remember the rule, oh, he, she, it needs an S. So they say, does she speaks English?
Which sounds completely wrong to us.
It does. And the reason is the helper word does all the heavy lifting.
I've always thought of it as a giant magnet.
Oh, a magnet.
Yeah, when you put does in a sentence, it's like a powerful magnet. It reaches across the sentence and just rips the es right off the main verb.
That's a great way to picture it.
The es gets stuck to the helper magnet, so the main action word is left completely plain. Does he play, not does he plays.
Right, because the magnet already stole the S.
This actually brings up a huge mistake from our source charts. People always ask, what means this word?
Oh my gosh, yes. You hear that all the time. What means this word?
But based on what we just said, that's totally broken. You have to use the helper magnet.
Exactly. You should say, what does this word mean?
Does is the magnet, mean stays plain. What does this word mean?
Exactly.
Okay, so what about negatives? Like saying no to a fact.
Same exact logic.
Right.
But we use the negative helpers. Do not becomes don't, and does not becomes doesn't.
So for I, we, you, they, I say, I don't like coffee.
Right. And for he, she, it, use doesn't. Like, she doesn't eat meat.
And the magnet rule still works here, right?
It absolutely does.
Hey.
Doesn't is your giant magnet. So you say, she doesn't eat meat. You never say she doesn't eat meat.
Because the magnet already has the S.
Exactly. Keep the main verb plain.
Okay, that makes it so much clearer. But there is one weird phrase we say all the time that I want to ask you about. What do you do?
Yes. The double do. It confuses everybody.
It's so weird. What do you do? We use the exact same word twice in a row. It feels like a glitch.
It really looks like one, but it's actually following the rules perfectly. In that sentence, the two do's are doing completely different jobs. Well, the first do is just your helper word. It has no meaning. It's just sitting there waving a flag saying, hey, this is a question.
Okay, so it's the structure.
Right. The second do is the actual main action word. It means, what is your job or how do you spend your time?
Oh. So the first one is the helper, the second one is the job. That makes total sense.
Yeah, and you see it in negative sentences too, like he doesn't do anything.
Ah, okay. Doesn't is the helper magnet. Do is the main action.
Exactly. Once you split them up in your head, it's not confusing at all.
Okay, moving on. If I'm listening to a conversation, how do I know we are in present simple territory? Are there clues?
Oh, there are massive clues. They're called frequency words. They basically tell you how often something happens.
Like neon signs. When you see these words, they scream, this is a habit. Use the present simple.
Right. Words like always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, and never.
Because they describe routines.
Yep. And phrases too. Every day, twice a week. Like, I get up at 8 o'clock every morning.
Every morning is the neon sign.
Exactly. Or, Julie doesn't drink tea very often.
This is a fun exercise for you guys listening. Think of 3 things you do every single day.
Oh, that's a good one.
Like for me, I wake up every day. I brush my teeth every day. I walk my dog every day.
Right. And because it's I, you're using the base verb. Wake, brush, walk.
It totally connects the grammar to real life. All right, let's look at the last section of our notes today because this is my favorite part.
The special verbs?
Yes, the magic verbs. Performative verbs. There is a special group of words where just by saying the word, you are actually doing the action.
It's doing by saying.
Right. Like, if I look at you and say, I promise I won't be late, I'm not describing a habit.
No, you are actively making a promise right then and there.
Just vibrating my vocal cords to say the word promise creates the promise. You don't say, I am promising. You say, I promise.
There are a bunch of these. Suggest, apologize, insist, agree, refuse, recommend.
We use these to handle awkward social stuff all the time. Like, imagine you break a friend's pen by accident.
Oh, awkward.
Right. You don't stand there and explain how sad you feel. You just say, I apologize. Saying it is the apology.
Or someone asks you to help them cheat on a test. You just say, I refuse. Bam, the boundary is set.
Or you know a great pizza place, so you tell your friend, I recommend that spot.
Exactly. They are super powerful tools, and they always use the present simple. I promise. I agree.
Okay, we have covered so much ground today. Habits, formulas, spelling, helpers, magnets. Now it's time to test your ear.
Oh, a quick quiz.
Yep. Let's do a quick quiz. I'm going to read a sentence with a blank. I'll give you the base verb. You guys listening have 5 seconds to mentally fill it in before we give you the answer. Let's go.
I'm ready.
Question 1. Tanya blank German very well. The verb is speak. Tanya blank German very well. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It speaks. Tanya speaks German very well.
Because Tanya is a she.
Right. One person, so we add the S.
Nice. Question 2. Julia blank tea very often. We need the negative form of drink. Julia blank tea very often. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Doesn't drink. Julia doesn't drink tea very often.
Right, because Julia is a she, we use doesn't. And the magnet steals the S, so drink stays plain.
Exactly.
Question 3. This is that common mistake. What blank this word blank? Use the verb mean. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What does this word mean?
Helper magnet does all the work.
Yep. Mean stays plain.
Okay, last one. The earth blank round the sun. The verb is go. The earth blank round the sun. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Goes. G-O-E-S.
Yes, the earth is an it, and go ends in an O, so we add the full ES bridge.
Spot on. It's a fact that's always true.
All right, now let's flip it. I'll give you a broken sentence. You guys tell me what's wrong. She don't like pizza.
Okay. The mistake is don't. She is third person, so it has to be doesn't. She doesn't like pizza.
Awesome. What about this one? He watched TV every night. Spelled W-A-T-C-H-I-K-S.
That's the spelling trap. You can't say watches. You need the bridge. It should be W-A-T-C-H-E-S. He watches TV.
And what about the sunrise in the east?
The sun isn't it, so we need the S. The sun rises in the east.
If you guys caught those mistakes, you are totally mastering this tense. Let's just quickly sum it all up.
So present simple is for habits, routines, facts, and schedules.
They use the base verb. He, she, it gets an es or es.
And remember the magnet rule, do and does for questions, don't and doesn't for negatives. The main verb stays completely plain.
And look out for those frequency words like always or every day. Plus, use those magic performative verbs like I promise.
It really is a great logical system.
It totally is. But as we wrap up, I want to leave you with one final thought, something to sort of mull over.
Ooh, okay. What is it?
Well, we've spent this whole time talking about permanent things, general truths, steady habits.
Right, like I work.
But you know, life isn't always permanent. What about things happening right this second, in the messy, changing present moment?
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a totally different thing.
Right. Like, when do we stop saying I work and start saying I am working? It completely changes the meaning of the sentence.
It shifts from a permanent habit to a temporary action.
Exactly. And that shift is exactly what we're going to explore in our next unit on the present continuous tense.
I can't wait to get into that.
It's going to be awesome. Keep practicing these rules, notice them when you read, and think about your own daily habits. Thanks for taking this deep dive with us today.